Shey Knox. I'm 20 years old and I'm a presidential diamond. I joined this business 2 years ago. I was a senior in high school. I was on my Christmas break and I came across It Works on the Discover tab with Courtney Bohr. She's ambassador. Sure, y'all know who she is. But I messaged her and got started super fast. And there was actually a $500 Ruby bonus at the time. I am very, very red, very money motivated. So that really just got me super excited to just shoot right out the gate. So right now, all of y'all, if you are eligible for the $1,000 bonus or even the $10,000 bonus, like that is what I needed in order to just go for it, because I wanted money, I needed money, and I knew that that's exactly why I joined. So I did earn that $500 Ruby bonus. And then there was a $10,000 go and go fast bonus. And so I was like, okay, I have 6 months. I'm so out of breath from trying to frantically get this Zoom code. Hold on. But there was that diamond bonus, and I was like, I'm earning that $10,000 bonus if I have to freaking kiss people's feet for it. So, I was busting my butt, hustling every single day. And, around that time is when I discovered that people are super hateful. I was in high school, so people talked so badly about me, made fun of me for everything that I did, all the posts that I was making. And it was just like that was kind of now or never. It was like, like people, I needed that, and I'm thankful for it now that I had that, because it really truly inspired me to, that fired me up. Like, I was not about to prove those people right that were making fun of me. I was not about to let them win. I was like, heck, now I really have to get that $10,000 bonus so I can shove it in their face. So, I was busting my butt, talking to everyone I could, trying to get all my friends that were in school, because I was about to go to college, so everyone was super broke. And so I earned the $5,000 diamond bonus 3 days after I graduated high school. I did miss the $10,000 bonus. So if you're going for a bonus and you missed it, it does not mean sit down and cry about it and not promote. It means go get another one. So I earned that $5,000 bonus and I moved into school, and I guess it would have been around my year mark or a year and a half, I went double diamond. So I lost rank from diamond August to February. Went to conference, messaged Jade and was like, hey, I'm super sick and tired of being broke and maintaining executive as a diamond. Like, what am I doing wrong? She basically was like, get your freaking crap together and get your double diamond chart out. And I was like, okay. Done. So I got it out. I maintained diamond in the process of pushing for double. The month after we left conference, I had the biggest fire under my rear. And if you went to conference, you know exactly what I'm saying. I went double diamond in March. 3 months later, I went triple diamond, earned the $15,000 bonus. And 3 months after that, I went presidential in October. So it was a really, really incredible year last year, just riding the conference train, literally just riding the momentum and the bonuses and the promotions and all of that had to come with it. And now we are riding the train to ambassador.
Oh, so excited. Yes, and we are right in the middle of that momentum coming out of this year's conference. So it's going to be another incredible year. I love your story so much. We have lots and lots of questions from all different ranks. So I'm just going to jump right into those, and you can go as extensive or whatever as you want. So first question is, how do you train your new distributors?
Okay, so I can send Haley my script that she can share with y'all, but I keep it super put them ball in their court kind of thing. So I have them send me a selfie so I can welcome them to the team page, and I have them first and foremost tell me what their why is. Because 9 times out of 10, new distributors kind of fall off, or they go MIA and you have to send out search and rescue party, or they stop talking to you, or they try to tell you that they want to quit because it's not working. I spit out that why almost instantly. I send them a voice message and I'm like, yo, you told me that you were so broke you couldn't even put diapers on your child. What are you doing right now? Like, I get super red, and I'm not afraid to be red with people when they're new, because that's what they need. Like, they're trying to give up on their own dreams that they literally joined this business a week ago to change. So that's the first thing. The next thing is I send them the link to eSuite, and this is all in my text replacement, so it's just easy for me to go through it. But I send them the link to my eSuite, to eSuite, and have them log in, accept their tax forms, because I cannot stand when people are on commission hold. It drives me bonkers. So I have them do that. And then the next thing I do is I send them a thing, and I'm like, hey, so now we're going to make our first post. I want you to talk about why you joined this business. I don't have them mention the word It Works, because I want it to be curiosity, and I don't want people to automatically shut them down because of the company they're a part of. So I have them just talk about the bonuses, the products. I don't give them a post. I make them make their own. And I just kind of give them like a template of just saying like why you joined, what you plan on doing with this, like casting your vision, and post it with a selfie. Let me know when you're done with that. They let me know. I send them their dirt list. So I say, I need you to make a list of 30 people that would buy dirt from you, and go through that. Once they send me their dirt list, I send them like their first message that they need to send out. I give it to them, but then I send them a voice message after, and I say, hey, like you can totally change this up to make it sound like something that you would send, because you don't want to turn into a robot. A lot of people, when they join this business, forget like how to talk to people or how they normally would talk to their family. Just use this as a template. And that kind of like, a lot of people just forget how to use their brains when they join this business, and they're like, I don't know how to talk to people, and they forget. So I always just send them that message and just say like, this is a template. This is just something for you to go off of, but do not talk to somebody like you wouldn't talk to them. Like a lot of times you'll get screenshots from some people and they're like, hey sis, what you do? And like all this stuff. That's how you want to be. Like, that's how you want to be normal. So I always try to tell them to do that. So I do that. That's typically where I lose people. It's typically where people fall off and don't send me screenshots. And I literally get so angry when I send it's in all caps in my thing. It says, send me screenshots of every single thing, even if they say no. And then I say it again 2 times in a row. And so when people don't send me screenshots, I literally nearly lose my mind. I'm like, what are you doing? Or they'll be like, oh, well, someone signed up, but they didn't sign up under my website. And I'm like, oh. So it's so frustrating, yes, but that's why I like make sure that they know I want screenshots. And I always say like, I want you to blow my phone up, because the biggest thing with that is people don't want to annoy you. So I always make it clear that I want them to blow my phone up. Like I want them to feel like they're annoying me. And if they aren't, then they're not doing enough. So I do that, but anytime during that new distributor training, like I'm not a unicorn. I enroll people that don't work all the time, 9 times out of 10. And I just tell them like, hey, like you're not sending me screenshots. Like you joined this business for me to help you, and I can't help you if you're not helping yourself. Like I'll say stuff like that. Or if they don't respond after like 10 messages, I'm like, look, I'm going to go pour into people that want to earn $1,000 bonus. Like you need to let me know if you don't want to do this or not. Super real, super red with them, because I'm not wasting my time. Like I'm going to go help the people that are actually working, the 3 people out of the 20 people that you enroll. It happens. But I go through, as far as like myself, I use my iPad now, but I used a notepad. It's somewhere. I was going to show y'all, but I have like a list in here. It says new distributors. I write down all their names and I put tallies. Like I'll put like 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'll put a check mark every customer that they get. Because if I see those empty check marks and there's empty boxes, that motivates me to enroll, because they're not going to do it and I want $100. And if you're diamond and above, you're getting caps. So it's not worth missing out on. So that's what motivates me. So I enrolled like 30 distributors with this, and I fast started all of them because I stay on them all day long. So they're getting their own. And if they're not getting them, I have to. So that's just how I kind of stay on top of that, because it motivates me and it motivates them, and I'm not forgetting about them. Like, it's normal if you're enrolling a ton of people, like I forget about half of them, not because I'm a bad person, but because I can't keep up with everyone. So I make that list to where every morning when I wake up, that's the very first thing I do. I have it under a list. I have a stack next to my bed of my devotional, of my personal development book, and my iPad. And I go through it every single day and text them and say, whatever message I stopped at, whether it was dirt list or screenshots or whatever, I start right back up where it stopped. And if they stop texting me, I'm like, hey, like, today's going to be a great day. You're going to enroll 4 customers and you're going to send out 10 messages. And another huge thing is, do not message your new distributors and say like, hey, how's messaging going? Because they're not messaging, and they're not going to message you back because you just made them feel bad because you caught them. Okay. So you need to call out the elephant in the room and say, hey, like, I don't know if you've been messaging or not, but if not, go ahead and send this message out to 10 more people and send me screenshots in the next hour. So they're like, okay, she caught me. I wasn't messaging, but I'm going to do it now because she won't know. Do that. Change the way that you talk to them, because they will shut down instantly if you're like, hey, like, did you get that post up? Because you know they didn't, and you know they're not going to until you make them. So definitely like call out the elephant in the room and make them work until they can kind of catch on themselves.
Awesome. Thank you. That was all so good. So do you have a team chat for your team?
So we have a push chat. I called it the 60-day push chat from whatever conference was for the 60 days of the bonuses. And we just have people who have completed their steps to success in it, so that we have people that are not going to be asking, like, I mean, don't take this the wrong way, but stupid questions and blowing up the chat of questions that should be asked to their upline. Yeah. So it's just kind of like for leaders essentially. And then I have a leaders of all my diamonds and above in a text message, and we just like don't really talk about the business very much. So we just talk about everyday life stuff. And then we have our team page. And then each of my diamonds has their own boom chat. So it's where they ask questions. It's where they boom. It's where my leaders can do like their individual trainings if they want to, stuff like that. But if you're just kind of starting out, I think a boom chat or like a little team chat is good because it just kind of helps create that culture and community that you want on your team.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. So what incentives do you give your team when you are working on a promotion, and how do you get your girls to run?
Okay. So we do team giveaways, but the important thing is not doing like too many, or, a confused mind always says no. So make sure your giveaways are like, for instance, we have the push chat, and I have a giveaway in the push chat for every boom. It like goes into an entry for like a coaching call. It's like a big basket of like coaching call, It Works shirt, products, $200 gift card or whatever, just like a product bunch. And we do that. But for like my team as a whole, we have a 500 club giveaway going on right now. For everyone that reaches the 500 club gets to be on an exclusive Zoom with like a bunch of top leaders. And we did that for everyone. And then we have a 60 BV or bust challenge. And I do that on the last 5 days of each month. So for every customer you enroll over 60 BV, you get put into an entry for a ring light, like one of those big nice ones that's like $65 off Amazon. Yeah. So I have 3 things going, but they're all at different times. Like one is for one group, one is for the whole team, and then one is the last 5 days, so that there's something always going on. But the biggest thing is like not having giveaways that last like the whole month, because people get bored with them. They forget about them. So I try to just keep them like super excited. The 500 Club Zoom obviously has to be the whole month because you have to wait until the end of the month, but it just kind of encourages them. But other than that, like you want to do like little quick giveaways when you do them for your team so that they're bringing in lots of volume, have a lot of excitement for the time being, and it's like kind of time sensitive.
Yeah.
Oh. All right. Well, I'm going to get on this real quick. If you're not getting.
Okay. Okay. So do you have daily minimums like for posting, messaging, all that?
No, not really. I just always say like every day I'm going to do the most that I can. I think when you put like, I'm going to message 200 people a day, it kind of becomes this thing where like you don't want to, because there's days that you don't meet that goal and then you get mad at yourself and then it discourages you and then you never get back to it. And I kind of discovered that like, around the time of me going diamond and double was I was putting too much pressure on myself to achieve all of these things and I wasn't. So then I started feeling bad about it. So every day when I go to bed, I know that I messaged as many people as I could. I posted to the best of my ability. I followed as many people as I could because, even though I do this full time, even when I was in school, even when I was in high school, like my schedule was always different. There was never a day that looked like the next. So I think if you do, you just tell yourself every day. Plus, I think what started helping me the most is I work my business 3 times a day, because as you start growing your team and you start building people underneath you, you will find that you'll spend the most time helping your team and not working your own business. So you'll start realizing that as you promote. So I work my business 3 times a day. In the morning when I wake up for about an hour and a half, responding to text messages, doing my follow-ups, because I do follow-ups in my reminders app. So I'll say like, remind me Friday to check back with so-and-so. And they're all set up to go off at 9 a.m. So 9 a.m. every day, I wake up at 9:30. That's when my alarm is set. I don't wake up unless my alarm goes off because I'm not a morning person. So all of my reminders are there when I wake up. So I do all my follow-ups, text back my team. I get my first post up. I post on my story. I do all of that right when I wake up so that it's done before I even get out of bed. So then when I get out of bed, I make my coffee, post it on my story. I go about my day, responding to text messages as they come. Sometime in the middle of the day, I work my business again. I do all the same things that I did in the morning. I go through, I message people, follow people, get up my post on my story. Then all throughout the rest of the evening, I'm, helping my team, responding to messages, doing all of that. And then I work my business. I was on a power hour before I got off this. We do it. We get on a Zoom every night at 8 until the last person gets off it whenever they fall asleep on the screen. Like, it's just how it works. But I do it 3 times a day, and I know that that's how I work. But if you're somebody that needs to work once an hour or 3 times a day or 2 times half a day or whatever, just do something that works for you, and don't make a schedule of like every day I must message 150 people and I must do this, this, and this, because that's more discouraging to me. But don't let that, don't say that to yourself and not do anything because you didn't have time for it. But I'm not saying don't make time for it. I'm saying crunch it in whenever you can, but don't put so much pressure on yourself to do all this big amount of stuff on days that you can't, and then you discourage yourself in the process. Like you need to just come up with something that's going to work for you. But like every day I'm messaging tons of people, I'm following tons of people, I'm posting consistently, I'm posting on my story, but I find that I can be more intentional when I do it 3 set times a day rather than just random, because then I'll say, oh, I'll do it later, and I don't get it done.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. So we have a diamond asking, what's your best advice for getting to the next level and going double?
First and foremost, getting your chart out. That was what I struggled with for 11 months because I couldn't seem to get the dang piece of paper out. Couldn't tell you, don't know, because I was trying to get diamond back in the process. So, whether you're on here and you're not maintaining, or, you promoted and never maintained, or whatever your situation is, you've capped yourself out at that point. Like if you went Ruby and you're trying to maintain Ruby and you're trying to get it back, or whatever you're trying to do, don't try to go Ruby again, because this is your mindset when you went Ruby and you're trying to get back to this point, but you're already here. So you're not growing ever. So if you're trying to get to the next level, do what the next level of people do. Like if you feel like you're working just like a diamond was working, you're not going to get to double, because going double means you're doubling your efforts. You're not going to get to double by being a diamond, or being a diamond working like an executive. You have to work. Like I always tell myself, if I want to go to the next level, I imagine myself sitting in a room with a bunch of ambassador diamonds. Would I feel guilty in that room sitting around all these people working, or would I be motivating everyone else to work as hard as me? So if you want to go double diamond, could you imagine sitting in a room of double diamonds? Would you feel guilty, like, holy crap, I'm not working like these people are. These people are enrolling and I'm not. Or would you be the one that everyone else is like, oh crap, like she's going to go triple before me? That's what I look at. And that's like, just saying that, I'm like, I need to work. It just makes me feel like I need to get my crap together. So get your chart out, figure out if you're working like a double diamond would work. Are you leading your team? Are you getting charts out for your team? Are you enrolling? Are you enrolling those distributors and those customers? And if you're not, figure out why you're not. And it's probably because you're not working like a double diamond would work. So, whatever, that's for you, whoever was asking about going double diamond, but that's for anyone. If you're Ruby trying to go emerald, but get your chart out and start working like an emerald would work, and start leading your team like an emerald would lead, because that's the only way you're going to get there. But you cannot, like a lot of times, people sit there. I tried to maintain diamond for 11 months. And then the moment I got my double diamond chart out, I maintained diamond and went double. So focus on that, and focus on how hard you're working, and it will come together.
I love that. So good. Okay. Do you do host to post?
I do and don't. When Host to Post came out was around March when I went double diamond, and I could post something and get 957 comments and 15 loyal customers off of it. Then Facebook started catching on. So now it's kind of just something that if you're going to be willing to do Host to Post, you're going to have to be willing to evolve what you're doing every day. You're going to have to change your post a lot. You're not going to be able to post the same thing because everyone else is going to take it and Facebook's going to catch on. You're going to have to be creative in the way that you're posting for them. Like if you're saying, I'm getting samples, and who wants samples, or I'm running to the post office, you're going to have to understand that sometimes you're going to post it and it's going to get crickets, and sometimes you're going to post it and it's going to blow up. But just be understanding that you cannot go to your upline and say, host to post aren't working. These aren't working. Nobody wants these. Don't do that. Just understand that it's going to take time, and you're going to have to delete and post and delete and post, and just be willing to evolve what you're doing, because they do work. They just take a lot of time. But when you get them to work, you're over here enrolling 8 customers a day like it's nothing. Yeah. So just be willing to be uncomfortable and be willing to kind of change up what you're doing every single time. But yes, I do them. It's just some months they suck and some months they work really well. It just depends on what I find that works and how long it takes for everyone to take my post, and I have to get creative again.
So they were asking what host to post you use. So you're just constantly changing yours, right?
Yes. Sometimes I do coffee. Sometimes I do cleanse. Sometimes I do the triple threat. Sometimes I do weight loss as a whole. It just depends on what actually starts working and gets comments. Sometimes I don't get any, and sometimes they blow up.
Okay. Awesome. Okay. How do you friend and follow the right people? I feel like I'm getting a lot of the wrong people. So tips for growing your network and finding the right quality people.
So when I was in high school, I really struggled with that because the only people I could seem to get in my network were people who had to ask their parents. Okay. And there's nothing more annoying than let me ask my parents. Okay. So I had to figure out how to grow my network beyond high school students who had to ask their mommy. So I started trying to brand myself to becoming like more mature so that I could start adding, moms or married people or people that were not in my circle. So I think the biggest thing is branding yourself to where your page looks really great, you're posting really good content, follow Haley's lead because I taught her how to post. Not really, but we went over Lightroom and we went over all of that. So if you're following her lead and you're making your post really good quality and you're using a Lightroom filter or just getting a filter that's like really common throughout your post and you're caring about what you're posting about, when you start to reach out to newer crowds and newer people and different kind of genres of whoever, you're going to be able to obtain and like get those followers back. So the biggest thing is like I follow college students, but I try to follow people that are like graduating or like in undergrad school so that when they come out of school, they're like, yo, I have $60,000 in debt. And I'm like, I got you. So that's what I'm trying to do right now. But I just go to like Utah Theta. Like I'll just search like a random hashtag of like a sorority or something in a school that I don't have on my team. Like in eSuite, you can go on like the map and you can find what states you don't have a distributor in. And the only state I don't have a distributor in is Rhode Island. So I went to Rhode Island and went and found a school in Rhode Island, and I've been following through there so that I can get my team in all 50 states. So I did that for a while because I'd crossed off Maine off my list because it was on there. So I've been doing that. Like say you like photography or you like dogs, like somehow I don't have animals and I don't really talk about them, but every leader on my team is like volunteers at ASPCA stuff. Like they're animal lovers. I don't know how that happened, but the biggest thing is like they go to like ASPCA hashtags or like humane societies or things like that, and they add people through that because obviously all they do is post about their animals, so they attract people that way. So whatever your niche is, I literally stress on my team every single day about branding yourself. Like you cannot enroll distributors or get people to ever build relationships with you if you're just a networks distributor. Like you're going to get unfollowed, blocked, deleted, exited out of life so fast if you're not you before you're a distributor. You have to, like, if you go to my social media, you know that I like cactus, you know that I live in TJ Maxx, and you know that I also live in my vehicle because I travel all the time. People know that, but they also know that I sell It Works. So, but they know all of that before. Like they see my page and they don't see It Works. They don't see salesperson. They don't see black, green, and bling. They see me. Then they read my captions and know what I do for a living. So that's the biggest thing is branding yourself first and foremost so that you're able to reach out to the crowd that you want to have on your team. And I always say, like, design the ideal distributor that you want on your team, be that person, and then find those people.
So your pictures are obviously not like It Works, but are all of your captions somehow tied back to It Works?
Yes. So about once a week, I'll post a picture that has nothing to do with It Works on my feed, like a picture of my boyfriend or something. But genuinely, like pretty much everything that I post, like today I posted a picture of Hydrate, but I didn't just post a picture of Hydrate. Like I went, got ready, curled my hair for the first time in like a month and a half, did my makeup, took a picture of Hydrate, put a filter on it, and when you put a Lightroom filter on it or some sort of filter, you go from like a -3 to like an 8.5 in 2 seconds. Like, and you don't even have to wear makeup sometimes. Sometimes I just put sunglasses on and put a filter on it, and it's like, hey, you just feel so good. So definitely do that because a lot of my like you cannot. I mean, I can show you if we want to get real serious, but like half of my pictures, or not half of them, all of them are just like my face, my friends, my boyfriend, a bunch of people, like a good quality. Like if it's a product post, like this one is about keto coffee, but it's a cute picture. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's not me. It's someone on my team that I took, but no one knows. I just put my filter on it. Like this picture is a picture of keto coffee, but like it's a cute background, so like it's fine. But I don't ever just post like a picture of a packet of keto coffee or like a bottle of the cleanse. Like it's always, something good quality that people are going to like and not swipe.
Yeah. Okay. So do you message random people every day on Instagram, and what kind of message are you sending out to them?
No. So I message people that mutually follow me. So I never see, this is what pesters me. When people say cold messaging, We do not cold message. Cold messaging is going to Facebook on the people you may know and messaging 20 people that you have zero connection with. If I follow somebody and I message them, that is not cold messaging. That is warm messaging because I took the time to follow them, and I know that when I follow somebody, I have liked their picture at least once, because that's what I tell myself. Like when I go through and follow, if I can click the follow button and it doesn't go request, I click their profile and I like their first 2 pictures. Because if they ever try to come at me and be like, you're messaging me and like, I don't know who you are, I'm like, oh, well, I followed you, and that's the joy of social media because that's the only way that I can know you. Like I don't like the term cold message, and I don't cold message. I mutually follow someone. Like I go through my Instagram, I go to the tab where I follow, and if it's blue, like, or I go to the people that follow me, and if it's white and it says following, it means I follow them back. So those are the only people that I message because number 1, they get my notification right away and it doesn't go in request. And number 2, I mutually follow them. So like on social media, that's basically being a best friend. So I message people, I mutually follow, and then when I message them, I make my own message. You know, it's not, you're so beautiful, I think you would like my products, you're so genuine, I think you'd love this. That's old school. Like everyone has had that message before. So I try to make it something that they've never seen. And that helps me in so many ways because people are like, oh, like I've never heard of that message before. Like, or this is a different outlook on it. Like I just say like, you've probably been messaged before and you're probably like, oh my gosh, another Orcs distributor. But I feel compelled to like talk to you about these products. Like I just word things differently. So yeah, I still get ignored 9 times out of 10, but I kid you not, warm messaging may not produce immediate results and you may not get a bunch of responses, but that is the first step in creating that relationship. When I message somebody, they click on my profile, and that is where posting comes in. Like my team calls it the circle of rap girl life, because if I'm not posting and I message someone, they're going to go to my profile and see that I'm not talking about it and move on about their day. Because why would they buy something from me that they have no idea what I'm even talking about because I don't even share it? Mm-hmm. If I'm not messaging and I'm just posting, these people are watching all my stuff, but they're never going to reach out to me until I reach out to them. Then, you know, if I'm not following, I don't have more people coming to my profile every single day. So I'm literally posting and beating the same people over and over and over with my coffee posts that they're so over. Okay. So that's the biggest thing, is just making sure that when you follow somebody, make sure you go interact with their stuff right away. I go through in the morning and I'll go through all of my stories at the top and I'll swipe up on them. Like you can't message at the same time because those count as messages, so you could get blocked. But I always swipe up and I'm like, hey girl, like this is so cute, or like where'd you get that shirt, or like send me this recipe, or whatever the heck I decide to say based on what they posted, so that when I go message them, I message them before. And it doesn't mess with my algorithms or mess with me messaging or getting blocked because I've already messaged them before. So that's a big tip too.
Those are awesome tips. Okay, how many, wait, hang on. Okay, so if you message someone and they don't answer you, they just read it, do you go back and message those people again?
On promotion months I do. I just say like, hey girl, did I catch you at a bad time? Because sometimes people like forget to respond or whatnot, but otherwise no. But if I'm going for like a promotion, I need people to respond, then I do go that extra mile. But 9 times out of 10, they're going to come back to me anyways. Like I said, like if I made that first step. So now a lot of people are going to be following me and like watching what I'm talking about. So they'll come back anyways.
Okay, perfect.
And if that's not the mindset you have, then you're doing something wrong and you need to figure out what you're missing. If you're not confident in your post that them coming back to you, then that's something you need to work on.
Okay, so do you have tips for someone who is checking in with their team every day? They feel like they're doing everything they can, but they just feel like everyone they enroll ends up quitting on them and they can't get anything going.
Mindset. That's first. Your mindset, sis, is whack. But it's okay because that's how mine was for a long time. I was convinced when I was not maintaining Diamond that everyone that joined my team was going to quit. Before I even gave them a chance to even be a rock star, I was like, they're going to quit because they suck, and I do too. That's how it was, and that's how it is for a lot of people because you don't understand personal development. But I can guarantee whoever asked you that, whoever's on here watching me talk to you about this, is you're not watching personal development every day, and I can tell just by the way you're wording things. If you feel like whoever is on your team is like absolutely not working and like not producing any results, find new blood. you will literally discourage yourself so much in the process of trying to get people to work and motivating the unmotivated that you will unmotivate yourself, which sounds like it's already happened. Yeah. You're already saying, nobody wants this, no one on my team is working, and so you're automatically like trying to defeat yourself and saying, oh, well, I'm not promoting and I'm not enrolling and I'm not doing this right. And so everything that's coming out of your mouth is just like a negative manifestation. You're just saying over and over how no one's going to work and this person doesn't want this and you're not going to promote. That how are you ever going to expect to get out of that hole and create positive, great results with the way that you're thinking? So first and foremost, open a personal development book if you like to read, or watch some YouTube videos and get your mindset right. Because then if you wake up every single day with a positive outlook of I'm going to enroll another rock star, like, let me just tell you this. When I lost rank, I started, when I went double, obviously that helped my mindset a lot when I went double, because I was like, good God, finally, I went double diamond. So I finally did that. But it was the moment that I shifted that mindset and was like, I cannot wait to enroll my next rock star. I cannot wait to enroll my next rock star. And when I went triple diamond, I enrolled a girl and we went diamond in 30 days. And then I enrolled a girl that month who went diamond in 90 days. And then I enrolled a girl the other day who went diamond in 30 days. Like, if you just sit there and say, I'm going to enroll a rock star, I'm going to enroll somebody that wants this business, they're going to work just as hard as me. You also have to look back at yourself and say, okay, am I doing everything I'm telling my team to do? Because if not, you could be the reason that they all quit. And it's really hard to have that conversation with yourself, but that's the first step in being a good leader. And that's the first step in growth. If you're willing to point that out at yourself and say, you know what? It's me that's not working. It's me that's not posting really well, or it's me that's not posting consistently. So my team doesn't have anyone to follow. If you're sitting here saying all this stuff of, well, I want my team to go diamond and I want my team to do this and I want to be ambassador diamond, well, are you working like an ambassador diamond? I'm sure as heck you're not. Like, you have to have that talk with yourself. I mean, even still to this day, like probably 2 days ago, I was like, Shane, what are you even doing? Like, you're laying here watching makeup videos. This is not what ambassador diamonds do. I mean, we're not unicorns. It's just you having to be able to have that conversation with yourself and be willing to do that, because you're the first step in, enrolling rock stars. You're the first step in promoting, because if you're not doing it, your team is not going to do it. And you're not going to just enroll somebody who's going to take you to the top of this company. It's not going to happen. So you can let go of that thought. If any of y'all are thinking that, it's not going to happen, because it still hasn't happened and I haven't seen it happen yet. So, have the talk with yourself. Sit there and ask yourself, like, am I doing what I'm supposed to be doing? And just start every single day, like, I'm going to enroll somebody who wants this business as much as me. And if you start working like that and start working like the rock star you want to find, they will come. Because there isn't, like, if I wasn't working, I wouldn't have enrolled somebody or 2 to 3 people that have gone diamond in 30 days. Like, I wouldn't. But I'm, every day, like, I wake up excited to enroll those people. Like, I'm trying to go to ambassador, and I'm like, I just need like 7 people to go diamond in 30 days. That's easy. Right? Yeah. But just look at it like that, and just look at it every day. Like, I mean, ambassador is such a huge jump for me. Like, even if you're diamond going double or ruby going emerald, every next promotion seems like it's never going to come. And it seems so scary, and it seems like it's so far and like so unobtainable. But if you just look at it like, oh, I'm going to go emerald, like I'm going to earn this, or oh, I'm going to go diamond, or a $10,000 bonus, and you're just excited about it, people who are watching you can feel that. Like, yes. I talked about that stupid $10,000 diamond bonus every single day, right? And I didn't even earn it. But everyone was like, I want that. I'm going to join your team. And I'm like, I didn't earn it, but let's go. Like, where are we going? Like, that's how I felt. And guys, I shouted out going double diamond every single month for 11 months. I was like, May 2018, double diamond. Nope. Okay. June 2018, double diamond every single month. And people joined me because I was putting it out there, but I didn't even do it until March. Okay. In March, I was like, I'm not even going to shout it out anymore, because I don't know if it's going to happen. I'm embarrassing myself. And I did it. So shout it out there that you're looking for your next rock star. You're looking for that next person to make $2,000 a month. And don't just say it, like, do it. Like, go find that person and make it happen. And then they're just going to flock to you. And then you're just going to get this momentum. And then you're going to be pushing for ambassador before you know it.
Like you, I see your ambassador chart in the background.
I don't look at it. It's really scary.
I know, it's scaring me over here.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. So what are your favorite personal development suggestions?
My book's on the floor somewhere, I think. I don't have my life together either, you guys, so it's okay. Oh, found them. Okay, so this is my stack that I have next to my bed every day with my iPad underneath it of the order of things that I do it in, because this is the only thing that in my life is organized. It's my business, because it's how I make money. So I have this, which is my daily devotional every single day. Have it in here to open, to read and start my day because this is how I like to start my day. So if you like devotionals, that's a good one. Jesus Calling or Jesus Always. I've definitely called this Jesus Calling every single time, but it says always, not calling. That's great. 100 Days to Brave is a really awesome book. I bought it because it was cute. I hate reading. I only watch YouTube videos, but I bought this because it had like gold foil on it, and it turned out to be really good. So this is on Amazon for like $7 or something. And it's really awesome because each day devotional is like how to be brave in your day. So by being brave, you can shout out that you're going to enroll your next rock star who's going to make $2,000 a month, and then you're going to make it happen. And then this book, I have like my daily goals, and I take like even on new distributor trainings, I still take notes, and I'm presidential. Like I still take notes because there's something to learn with everything that someone does something differently than you do. So if you don't get on new distributor trainings for your team and you're a Ruby, you're doing it wrong because you've missed out on so much to learn. I always say that this journal is going to be sold for like millions of dollars one day when I'm a billionaire. So definitely take notes in all your books. But like I just go through and like read notes and stuff from like Zooms that I've done or like that I've talked about or been on or whatever. And then I have like daily goals list, and then I have like my fast start list of like, this is an old one, but this is how I kind of set up my fast start bonuses that I was talking about earlier. Just list them out, go through, check them off. If they have an auto shipment or not, it goes down here. And I just go through that. But other than that, I watch videos. So I just search like mindset videos. So maybe something that I'm feeling like I need, like leadership. If you're really wanting to be a good leader, Craig Rochelle has incredible leadership podcasts that are like really good to listen to because you don't zone out. And anything by like Rachel Hollis are really good. Anything by Mel Robbins, like just look up mindset videos and listen to them while you're driving or listen to them while you're getting ready. I think I diagnosed myself with ADD because I'm like all over the place thinking about all the things I'm not doing and all the things I could be doing. So 5-minute videos is like all I need. Like a 5-minute hype up video. The best ones are like Black churches or like a really passionate girl that's just like standing up on stage, like preaching it out. Those really get me. And I dig those because they're always like 5 minutes and you feel like you're on top of the world. So find those on YouTube and just watch them and you'll feel like $1 million.
Okay. What do you do with potentials who just will not respond back to you?
Follow up with them until they block you or tell you that you're the most annoying person ever. Like, I do not let a single person slip through the cracks. Like, the other day, I used my Connect app and followed up with, like, 1,211 people that I've been following up with for the past 2 years, you guys. And I enrolled a girl that day that I messaged December 22nd, 2016 for keto coffee. That is why we do not stop following up, because I literally probably messaged her 114 times. And she was like, you're really persistent. I'm like, yep, sign up. So never stop, ever.
Is that not like the best feeling ever when you follow up with someone for like 1.5 years and they finally order?
The best feeling ever is when you cold message someone, they ignore you, and then you message them again and they say no, and then you like post a bunch of times on your story and they message you and they're like, hey, like, what's this coffee stuff? I'm like, well, if you would have messaged me back the first time, Becky, you would have known, but you can sign up, I'll allow it. So those are the best. So consistency is key, you guys. If I could give you one tip, it's to be consistent.
Absolutely. Okay. So any tips for prioritizing your time, like with school and a job? Do you do power hours? Is that what you suggest for like people who work and go to school and do 11 things?
So honestly, I'm going to be really honest. I've been doing this full time since August when I decided that I wasn't going to do school anymore. I worked harder, like not now because I've got it down, but I worked so much harder when I had so much going on. And you'll hear that from any successful person is, I mean, if you think about it, like all the people that could be like retired or whatever, like Rachel Hollis is on a tour every single weekend and somewhere every single week. And she is so busy and makes so much money because she's busy. Like the richest people and the most successful people are people who have so much stuff on their time. So if you try to text Haley and be like, I'm in school, like I have this, I can't work this week. No, it's not how it works, because you join this business to have something on your own time. So if you have 5 minutes, you can get a lot of freaking work done in 5 minutes. Like when you're busy, you're so intentional with your time because you have 15 minutes. Like the only time I can like really explain this and like say that I was a mom for a week was I went and babysat my friend's kids for like 2 weeks ago. It was the most miserable week of my life. But I literally enrolled so many customers that month because I knew when Riley was asleep, I had 15 minutes to work my butt off to get work all the done because I hadn't worked in like 8 hours because he was screaming or I didn't sleep all night or whatever the heck it was because there was a 2-year-old drawing on the wall or whatever. I had 15 minutes in between that to work my business, and I enrolled like 7 triple threats while I was there, and I was like, what is going on? But it was because I was following up with every single person. I was messaging like crazy. I was following like crazy, following up with people, talking super intentionally with people, saying like, hey, I literally have 10 minutes to enroll you, so you better decide right now if you want to sign up or I'm gonna have a screaming child in my ear. So whether it's that, whether you're a mom, you're in school, you're in college, you work full time. Like I used to sit on the bathroom counter when I worked full time and went to school and had cheer practice and Interact Club and Key Club and this and that and this and the other. Like I would sit on, I mean, they probably thought I had irritable bowel syndrome because I was sitting on the freaking the counter in the bathroom, like hiding so I could message. Like you will take up every 5 minutes. Like guys, I went diamond in 5 months, going to school from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m., going straight from 4 p.m. to 6:30 cheer practice. I had to drive 30 minutes and be at work at 7 and get off at midnight. 10 to midnight, no time other than anytime I went to the bathroom, anytime I was walking. Our school blocked Wi-Fi. So like for those people that are on my team that try to hit me with the I don't have time, I don't want to hear it is what I don't want to hear. Like you just have to decide. Like you join this business for money. What are you going to sacrifice to get there? Like, are you going to take the time off that you have to go party and get wasted or be social or whatever? Or are you going to, I mean, I figured this out last night when I was talking to my team and it was like the biggest aha ever. There are 9 promotions in this company. So therefore you have 9 promotion months. So if you can spend each month that you're ready to promote and you have the people and you can over hell or high water promote, you have 9 times that you have to be super intentional with your time to promote. So if you can, stay in and take those extra 5 minutes and go to the bathroom for longer so that you can message while you're at work, or take those 15 minutes while walking to class, or 5 minutes waiting for your professor, or 15 minutes during nap time, whatever your life situation is, there is time for every single thing in this business because it takes 5 minutes to send out follow-ups. It takes 5 minutes to send out 15, 20 messages. It takes 5 minutes to go follow people. It takes 5 minutes to make a post. It's not hard. It's just a matter of, are you willing to do it?
So good. Okay. This is going to be a good one for you. Advice for newbies who have people saying mean things to them and trying to discourage them.
Sis. Oh gosh. Guys, I joined this business in high school. Like I said at the beginning, I have my very best friend blocked on social media. No one from high school do I still talk to. People that I thought were my genuine friends are not in my life whatsoever anymore. But I'm so thankful for that. In the moment, then, if I would have told you that I was having this conversation talking about how I was thankful that people were being assholes to me, I would not have believed you. But the friends that I've made through this business are like, one friend replaced 10 of the ones that I thought I had. All of the people, this is the biggest thing too. People support people, not what people do. So if you can't find those people in your life right now that are willing to be hateful to you and not support you over something that you're doing, means that you didn't need them in your life anyways. Because if you can't have someone to support you as a human being, as a family member, as a friend, as a daughter, as a whatever, I mean, that speaks more about them than it speaks about you. So I think that if you're really struggling with people being mean to you or not supporting you, you're going somewhere that they are not comfortable with going themselves. That's why they are being rude to you. So many people have something to say about network marketing because they are too scared to do it themselves. I have people every day that were so hateful to me in high school and school, and now they're on my team. I had one of them join me yesterday. So you are going places they will never go. You're going places that they want to go, but they're not willing. So you have to be, a lot of times, their courage. You have to be that person that's going to be their spokesperson for, you can do it. So if you have those people that are being hateful to you, it's just now. It doesn't last forever. Those people, I mean, what are they going to say about me now? Like, please laugh at me. Please go for it. I do not care. Like, bye. So all those people, like, I was not willing to prove them right. I was not willing to let them win. I was not willing, to sit there and be like, you know what, you're right. like, this is a pyramid scheme. This is a scam. I'm not going to make money, whatever. No, I did not give them the time of day. I was like, bye, block. Like, that's what the block button was made for. People like that. All the people from high school are blocked. So don't give them the time of day. Cry about it. Throw your fit. Move on. You know, go find those people, because, guys, the friends you're going to make through this business, the money you're going to be able to make, the promise that it has, I mean, that's what you need. And I love, you know, as much as those people are mean to me, I love it when they come back to me and they're like, I need this so bad. I'm like, you see? I mean, hello, I told you this whole time. You would have joined me back then instead of like making fun of my post or whatever. But it's not going to get better until you know, make it a priority to make this business happen and make something out of yourself and like actually do the things that you're saying you're going to do, because then it's just more of a hope for them rather than, you know, having them sit there and make fun of you all the time.
Yes, I know you would be the perfect person for that question. So 2 more quick questions. How many times do you reach out to new distributors on your team who aren't responding to you before you just like let it go and stop reaching out to them?
It's kind of hard. Like, I feel like, I mean, I had a girl that I probably messaged 15 times, and I just sent her a voice message and I was like, look, you know, I've obviously taken the time to make sure that I was giving you everything that you needed to be successful. I've obviously tried to help you. Like, if you don't want this, let me know, because I don't want to waste either of our times. Typically, when you're super red like that, most of them respond and they're like, hey, like, I'm sorry, I just don't think this is for me. And then that's where I sweep in and I'm like, oh, well, you told me like you couldn't even afford to put food on your table. I mean, I think this is for you, sis. Like, I think it's for you. You just don't realize it yet. And I always say the thing, you know, how every 6 months something happens in your life. And I'm like, there is a reason that you joined this business. There's a reason that God put this business in your life when he did. There's a reason right now that you may not understand. So I am telling you, speaking from experience, that you need to join this business and work this business with me. But if you are absolutely against it, please tell me so I don't waste my time. And then if they don't respond to that, bye. But never burn the bridge. Never be an asshole. Never say things you're going to regret. Never take it out on them or be super rude to them, because people always come home. Like, there are so many times people will come back to me and they're like, hey, like, I really need this business to work. Like, there was a girl that I was building a diamond, and I ran with one of her personally enrolled and got her to diamond, and she came back and was like, I need this business to work. She built an emerald and she went double. Like, you never know. And I'm just telling you, like, you will be amazed. Like, I mean, heck, Cheyenne, I don't know if you'll know her, Cheyenne Nickerson, she's about to go triple. She was a 400 box and she quit for so long. I called her at conference, was like, hey, you going to go emerald and earn a $5,000 bonus? And she was like, haha, LOL, she's about to go triple now. I never would have guessed that she'd be someone like that on my team. So never ever, you know, get angry with people or get mad that they're not working. It's just not working for them right now, but they will come back if they're meant to.
Yes, absolutely. Okay, if you ask someone to do a host to post more than once and they see it but don't reply, do you just delete them?
Yeah, probably. I need to do that more often. A lot of times, like, if I ask you to make a post for me and you're not willing to make a post, then we probably shouldn't be Facebook friends. Like, I'm not going to deal with people like that. So, you know, if I've messaged them a few times and they've asked me, you know, to post, or they're just going to ignore me or whatever, not worth your time. You can find people that would be willing to post for you just to support you.
Yeah. Okay. So any last minute tips for getting customers, getting distributors, helping your team promote, or just anything else that you want to leave us with?
So I think as far as promoting, it's more of a decision, you guys. Like, with these bonuses right now and this momentum, if you are not working, or you are too busy worrying about the people that are not working on your team and not focusing on the ones that are, 6 months from now, when business isn't as hot and products aren't flying off the shelves left and right and bonuses are gone, you're going to be really mad at yourself for sleeping on this moment. I cannot stress that enough. With especially the girls that I had on my team last year that went to conference and are hustling now, is how much time they wasted, because they, you know, when the momentum was hot, they weren't working, and then Christmas came around and, you know, Thanksgiving, and they lost rank so badly and they weren't making a lot of money because they didn't plant seeds at all. They weren't talking to people. They weren't getting those potentials, so that when the year got hard and it became more of planting season, they had no one to harvest. They had no one to talk to because they had already not worked. So if you're not working right now and you're watching everyone else just pass you by and you're sitting back throwing a pity party, you're going to be right there next year throwing a pity party in the same spot you are in, because you're not taking the initiative to change it. Like, if you want that $10,000 bonus, if you want that $1,000 bonus, whatever it is, you want to make money, go do it. Like, there is literally nothing in between you and a promotion other than you. Like, I built a double diamond purely on my own because my team just didn't catch the vision yet. I knew they would eventually. And I, praised the Lord on that thought and just kept going. Thank God. Because you imagine if I would have quit because I was making $200 a month because I wasn't working and I didn't have my mindset was whack and my team quit. Look what I would have missed out on, you guys. Hello. I mean, if that doesn't inspire you, I don't know what does. Like the amount of people I've seen, being added to our triple diamond and above page, how many people, were down in the trenches and lost rank so badly and just decided to get back up and go do it. And now they're freaking ambassador or something ridiculous, making buku's amounts of money. It's just, you just have to decide. Like every promotion that I've gone for, like presidential even, I was over 20,000 from presidential. Like I just don't even know what was going through my mind when I was like, yeah, let's do it. I don't know. But that day, like I enrolled the triple threat and I just decided, I texted Courtney and was like, hey, I'm going to go presidential this month and I'm going to earn a $25,000 bonus. And she was like, okay. I'm sure she thought I was a complete nutball, but I did it because I decided I was going to do it. There was nothing standing in between me. And the last thing I'm going to leave y'all with is my mentality for promoting and for everything and for my team is either plan A, promote, or plan B, die. There is no other option. When I'm promoting over hell or high water, and there is nothing keeping me from it. I will literally go stand out front of Walmart with blitz cards if I have to. Like if it come down to the point of me being too far from a promotion and I had to pull in some volume, I would do anything to do it. Because that's because my why is super strong. I believe in my team, I believe in myself, and I believe in where I'm going. So if you want to promote and you want to do something with your life and you're tired of looking at your e-suite at the end of every single month, going down below where you wanted to be or not going where you wanted to be, I mean, that gets old really quick. Like seeing the same promotion every single month and you're like, oh, Ruby again. Great. Oh, still Emerald. Didn't say Diamond. We'll try again next month. No, trying again next month. There is no next month. I always act like the promotion is not going to be there. Like I cannot promote to Diamond after this month if I do not go Diamond. So get your goal out. Print your freaking chart out if you haven't printed your chart out for the next promotion. Go to the next promotion. If your team isn't working, find the people that will. Go manifest the fact that you're going to enroll your next runner and be the next runner on your team. Don't expect the people to come to you if you're not going to be willing to work just like them.
Oh my goodness. Thank you so much. That was so good. Seriously, thank you for taking your time. I know that they were so excited to ask you their questions. So I love you.
I almost forgot about you.
I'm so thankful for you. And I just appreciate you. So I hope you have an awesome night.
Bye.
Bye.
Good luck, everyone.